Hey there, have you got a bathroom that is so horribly ugly that the only way you want to walk in there is with your eyes closed at night? I get it. I've had those. I show those all the time. Whether your budget is $1,000 or $5,000, we can make some major changes so that you'll love your bathroom and not have to break the bank. Okay, so those bathrooms are super expensive and so important because we spend so much time and they get a lot of hard use. I am Susan Thetford with Parks Properties here in the Nashville, Tennessee area. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping in. I talk about all things real estate and Nashville, the people, places, and things that make us the city. Today I'm going to talk about something I see all the time and had this conversation with all the time. I love that house, but those bathrooms are horrible, and I don't have the money to be able to spend another $20,000, $30,000 to get the bathroom of my dreams. Okay, most of us don't have that. Get into the location you want to get into. Have a house with the great bones, and we'll tackle smaller problems like the bathroom to make it livable now until you have the extra money or want to really do a full-blown blowout remodel job. There's so much we can do with $1,000 to $5,000, even more, that you might just love that bathroom and leave it the way it is. Let's talk about it. So in a recent issue of Remodelers magazine, it's estimated that the average bathroom remodel is $10,500, up to, frankly, the sky's the limit. But $10,500 is the average cost of a total bathroom remodel, leaving the plumbing, leaving all the fixtures in exactly the same place, just remodeling. Let's talk about what you can do and big changes for less than $1,000, $3,000, and $5,000. We're going to talk about those numbers. If you got $10,000, that's a whole nother video. So one of the first things people are always concerned about is if I put another $3,000, if I put $1,000, $3,000, if I put some money into this, will I get my money, will I get my investment back? Bathrooms, especially small bathrooms, well done small bathrooms, not over the top. Bathrooms and kitchens typically get 75 to 110% of the remodeling investment recouped back. And if you're in an area where most homes are remodeled, you absolutely have to do it to compete. If you're in an area where most bathrooms are not remodeled, you're really going to get that money back because what a plus that is. So yes, spend the money now wisely. Enjoy it daily because you're the one using it. Not to get personal. But let's spend that money. Let's spend it wisely. Number one. So one of the first things you have to do is determine two things. What is your budget, and how much are you willing to do yourself in labor? Any job, 50% is materials, and typically 50% is the labor. So those two things are first before you start anything. How much are you willing to do yourself, and what is your total budget? Once you have that determined, let's go. All right, so here we are in the order of importance. You have $1,000 to spend, and you're going to do some work. First things first, clean the sucker to the bottom. Just clean it top to bottom. Then you see what kind of palette you have. If you have broken grout and mortar joints, repair them. You must get everything in perfect order. Otherwise, you're setting yourself up for leaks and a much more expense that you can't control later on. So cleaning and repairing any grout, number one. Paint, number two. Suggestion, you have to work with the tile that you have in there because you only have $1,000. Suggest a white, a clean, fresh white that will go along with your tile. Maybe it's a cool white, maybe it's a warm white. White. Number three is, you only have this $1,000. Get yourself a better sized mirror and some good lighting. That's probably going to take your $1,000, but no bathroom has good lighting, especially if it's a 60s, 70s, 80s bathroom. The lighting sucks. There's just no words about it. So take out the current mirror. It's probably small. The larger the mirror, the better, because it's going to reflect more light. Do the mirror to the ceiling if possible, and then put the lighting inside at the top, so that will reflect light, will make the room look much, much larger, and that still should not even anywhere close to have you to $1,000. So if you have any more, you can upgrade the hardware on the cabinetry. You can paint with a glaze, maybe the cabinetry. Just paint the cabinetry to look more fresh. That will go a long way, and you really, truly have not spent your $1,000. You might even have an extra money to hire someone to come help you do some of this work. That $1,000 is already going to make a huge difference in your bathroom. All right, let's walk up the budget ladder. You have $3,000. Woohoo! All right, what are you going to do with that $3,000? You're going to do the first things I mentioned. You're going to repair the grout. You're going to repair any caulking that needs to be done. You're going to do the cleaning. You're going to do the painting. You are going to definitely do the mirroring and better lighting. All of those things is in this $1,000. I want you to check the floor, because it's an older home. It may well have tile floor, and it may well have a lot of cracks in those tiles. I've seen it many times, and it looks really good and clean and fresh. If you can't repair those tiles, and you can't, you probably can't get the exact piece of tile again. I've seen people put in wall to wall, it's just a fragment or a remnant of good natural sisal rug, or add some decorative, up some wainscoting. If you have already pretty decent tile, you can add, but only up to a certain level. You can add it a little bit higher to give that shower a more luxe feel. Another thing is many shower heads are very, very low, and just not the way people like to bathe anymore. There's some great shower heads that now go up and over. They typically would come down like this. There's some great ones that now come up and over, so you have a whole lot more height, and it's just, again, a cleaner, fresher look. It stays in that same plumbing hole. You're not changing your plumbing. We're not changing any plumbing in this whole bathroom yet with this budget. Can't do it. But you work with the holes that you got. But you can upgrade that shower head. You can upgrade the cabinet pulls. You can probably upgrade your faucets and keep all of it within the same, within the exact same finish. Upgrade your shower curtain. If you've got the slider doors that hold mold, that hold moisture, that are really, really ugly, take those out, clean the top of that tub, and then get one of the newer hardwares that comes at a curve, is even nicer, and then some new linens. You're going to love your bathroom. You haven't spent $3,000 even with these numbers. Let's talk the next step up. Okay, we're up the budget ladder now. You've got $5,000, a max of $5,000, and we are going to give your bathroom a totally wonderful makeover. You've done all the things that I mentioned in the other two makeovers, but you, at $5,000, have enough probably to upgrade to a whole new cabinet, to a whole new kitchen cabinet. You also have the money to put in a new top. Maybe you want the silestone, maybe you want granite. You can go to a granite yard and ask for their boneyard, which means their remnants. When you go to a granite yard, you're getting a huge slab of granite, and someone cuts what they need for that for their application. There's an awful lot of extra granite that they call their boneyard. It's in the back, and they will sell that to you, and you just have to charge for fabrication. For small bathrooms, you're going to find so many inexpensive pieces that will work for you. You can easily, I think, get that new top made. What about this? What about finding at a flea market an old chest of drawers, something that's not expensive at all? You might not like the finish. You can paint it. Cut the top out. You can put the bowl in, you put the granite top or the marble slab, whatever. You want to be able to find that for less than $250, all said and done. And you've got a whole nother vanity. Use some ingenuity here, guys. It works so well. That will not even take you to the $5,000. You can probably add a whole lot better fixtures maybe. I've seen a great application where someone didn't use tile. They wanted to have a much more contemporary look. And rather than tile up that whole vanity wall with a mirror, what they did was they did 2x4s. No, it's 1x6. The 1x6, they put that whole wall of 1x6. It was stained planks. They were stacked all the way to the top, and then the mirror was installed and cut inside of it for a really cool look. If that's the type of house you have, using a little ingenuity will give you a wow bathroom without spending a fortune. So as you can see, there is a bathroom remodel for every single budget. Truly, it's your home. Make it yours. But don't walk away from a fabulous house in a fabulous location on your budget simply because it doesn't have a fabulous bathroom. Hey, I know you've got some great ideas yourself, and I'd love for you to put those in the comments. Have you done some great before and afters in your own house? Show them to me. Or have you seen some horror stories? Let's see if we can't come up with good ideas of how to make them better. And if this is the type of thing you enjoy, please, I invite you to subscribe to my channel right here. I have a new video every single Thursday. I share all things about Nashville, Nashville homes, design, and the people, places, and things that make Nashville be the it city that we are today. I don't want you to miss a thing, so subscribe. Hit that bell. You'll get a notification every time a new video drops. I'll see you soon.